Hello, people who are not me, and welcome back to Mega Man 9. I am Sire Goku. In the last video, we defeated Splash Woman. I'm gonna see if I can buy some stuff. Well, I have enough to get an E-Tank. That's it. So no, not buying anything right now. But now that we beat Splash Woman, I am, as usual, going to be going in weakness order. So let's go over to Concrete Man. For those of you that played the demo, you may recognize this level, as well as the design, once again, trying to remember Mega Man 1 with Gutsman there. But this is the demo stage that came out when Mega Man 9 was first announced. So you could play Concrete Man's stage in the demo. So needless to say, I have a lot of experience with this stage. Well, technically, I never actually got a lot of experience by playing a demo because the Wii Virtual Console didn't ever get a demo of it. I just bought the game the instant it came out. At the time, I didn't have a PS3 or a 360. Even if I had, I would have bought it on the Wii anyway, because I personally think that Mega Man deserves to be on a Nintendo console. That's just me. As usual, whenever you have open pits like this, there's going to be robots that jump out of it to try and mess with your jump, so shoot them down first. That section right there is something that got a lot of people frustrated with Mega Man 9, because they're just like, oh, look at the cheap enemy placement. If you've played Mega Man before, you should get used to that. Same with being used to these spines here. Throwback to Elecman's stage, of course. Unfortunately, even though the classic controller has shoulder buttons, you have to actually pause the game to go into the item screen to get your weapon. This is the Laser Trident. Boom. The Laser Trident is this game's Metal Blade, and what I mean by that is it uses up next to no weapon energy when you use it. It's like every 2 shots costs 1 bar of weapon energy. And you got yourselves a mini-boss, this elephant here, which is extremely easy. You just kind of stand on this ladder and just shoot it in the face while you dodge the ball that throws at you. But this time you don't have a ladder to hide on, so just stand close to it. It'll knock the ball over you as it bounces, then just jump over it when he pulls it back. This is the harder of the 3. Because now you have not only him trying to pull you towards him, but you also have pits. So just do what you did for the last one, and just stay close to the center there. If you see here, it's a little hard to tell, but you have these blocks with these little indentations in it. But then there's this middle one that has slightly thicker blocks in it. If you step on that one, it's actually a pit. So keep that in mind. Hold on a sec. There we go. As well as you can see up there, there is a large life energy up there. We can't actually get that right now. You need a specific weapon to pick that up. We'll get it later, though. There's also this bolt up here. This one we can get, though, as long as we have... we have Rush Coil. There you go. Okay, well, these waterfalls are clearly trying to block you, so, well, if you're standing underneath them, it's actually harder to jump, so be careful about that. Also, this spine enemy here will tell you where there's a hidden platform, where there's an invisible pit. As you can see here, he bounces away from that middle section there, so you know that's a pit, so you can jump over that. It's even harkening back to the NES days of learn by doing, instead of just telling you how the game works. But so now that you know that the platforms that are slightly darker in color with the blocks you fall through, you know that there's going to be pits there, so be careful and just time your jumps. Or don't. You can just fall through if you want. I recommend trying to go for as many bolts as possible if you want to just buy a whole bunch of stuff. It doesn't hurt to go for bolts. You can grind for them if you want. Then you got these weird platforms that really don't show up again for the rest of the game. They're only in this section. If the up arrow, they will fall straight. They will rise all the way up. The green arrows will drop down, so you gotta be quick. I recommend just standing on them until you're at the highest point, and then jumping right off. So here we are at the boss. Get your laser trident ready. Let's fight Not Guts Man. Now, he can kind of sucker punch you like that. Concrete Man will dash at you, as you see here, and then he will launch Concrete Shot, which will freeze you in place, as you saw earlier. But if you have his weakness, which is the Laser Trident, you can blast right through it. One shot of the Laser Trident blasts right through his Concrete Shot, and just do heavy damage to him. If he does freeze you in place, you can mash left and right on the D-pad, and eventually you'll break out, if you're fast enough. Otherwise, you just have to take a hit, whatever. But for beating Concrete Man, we get the Concrete Shot, which is by far the strongest weapon in the game, but it has the lowest reach, or the shortest range. But that's alright. It's totally worth it. So I'm gonna save. Why not? And that was a fast level. We're only 7 minutes into the video. Again, the stages are relatively short if you know what you're doing. But going in weakness order, next up is Galaxy Man, who's one of the... who, if you're not going for Splash Woman first, I recommend doing doing his stage first, or even Concrete Man. Those first three are really good choices for starters. But we got Galaxy Man, and his crazy techno beat music in his whatever space-themed level. I'm trying to think of the name, and I can't think of the name of what I'm trying to think of right. I can't think of what it is. I can't think of the name of what it is I'm thinking of right now. But ooh, extra life, nice. You got these UFOs that kind of move in an arc, similar to the Medusa heads in Castlevania, actually. So yeah, not only is this throwing back to Mega Man on classic NES, but it does throwbacks to the Castlevania series too. Actually, I don't think that was intentional. That just might be me and my knowing a lot about NES games. I'm so used to Mega Man 10 where I can actually use the shoulder buttons to switch items. I missed that. Oh well. But this stage is really fun. Nice techno beat. And then you got these guys that'll just kind of grab you and pull you forward. Be very careful about them. You can use that, actually, to your advantage. In which I can show off right here. Make sure you're holding left, though. Make sure you're holding right, though. But careful about this trap. If he's gonna drop you down, if you're not holding right, you're gonna fall into that spike pit and die. So be careful there. But there, now you know. Then again, the UFOs do kind of remind me of the Medusa heads in Castlevania. They may not be exactly like it, but the attack pattern's very similar enough. So then we got these warp paths here. But be kind of careful because You have to kind of time your jump there by holding left and then very quickly holding right so you don't fall through the pits and die. Now we got these green, yellow devilish kind of enemies here. That's creepy. Yellow Devil as its own actual enemy here, and because of the way that he split off, I kind of couldn't avoid taking a hit there. That kind of stinks. Oh well. Again, I wish I could change items with the L and R button. So used to that. Oh well. So you got the green ones that split forward, or that split backwards, and then you have these orange ones. They'll split in an upward diagonal angle when you shoot them twice. Then you can just shoot them down. Again, the laser trident, in fact, a lot of the weapons in the game are very, very effective. Again, another callback to Mega Man 2. Well, I wouldn't say it's a callback to Mega Man 2, because a lot of people seem to think the only weapon that's useful in that game is the Metal Blade. But the laser trident, not only is it fast and uses up very little weapon energy, it actually pierces through shields. So these shield attacker enemies here, you can just kind of shoot them. So yeah, weapons are very versatile in Mega Man 9. And then you got, surprise attack enemies here. Unfortunately, despite it having shield piercing, it can't pierce through metal helmets. Oh god! Yeah, be careful. They're gonna... This stage loves its tricks of trying to psych you out. All you really have to do is be slow, wait a second, and those enemies, you can either shoot them to destroy them, or you can just dodge them. This is also a good level to use for grinding energy. If you want to get that life energy over there, by the way, watch out for... first off, watch out because that guy's going to try and get the drop on you again. And then you got this bolt here, which is kind of difficult to get. It's a little tricky to get, honestly. That or I'm just being dumb. I'm going to try one more time to get that. Screw it, it's just one bolt, I don't need it. Here you kind of got a little puzzle maze thing going. Of where these trap ports warp you. Trap ports. I've been playing too much I've been playing too much Tokyo Mirage Session. Some trap ports. I love Tokyo Mirage Sessions. I'll probably do an LP of that game too, since I beat it. But for now, let's not talk about Tokyo Mirage Sessions. Let's talk about Mega Man 9 and Galaxy Man. Galaxy Man will dash jump at you, then he'll drop a black hole on you, which will then suck you towards him. So just stay away from him. As you just saw there, you can actually use the concrete shot to freeze his black hole, which I don't get. Shooting concrete into a black hole would not actually stop it. But you can do that. If you're not using the concrete shot, then when he's trying to suck you towards him with the black hole, just every once in a while turn and shoot at him with the Mega Buster. You can get about if you're fast, you can get about 4 or 5, maybe even 6 shots off on him. But for beating him, we get the Black Hole Bomb, which is yet another extremely useful weapon. Yeah, like I said, Mega Man 9 has some extremely versatile weapons that are very, very useful. So let's save. I might call that a video. But for now, let's go to a shop. And I got 66 bolts. Nah, I'm going to save up my bolts till I can get the energy balancer. That's really the only item I need. Alright. And I'll probably call that a video. I know it's only 15 minutes, but hey. We got two stages done in this video, so yay. Thank you guys for watching. And the next video, we will go for... And who is next? Jewel Man! Alright, see you guys then.